Now, trucks have always been an integral part of Filipino car culture, and very few trucks have as much heritage and history as the Mitsubishi Strada. Sadly, the Mitsubishi Strada has now been replaced and is long gone, but now we have the Mitsubishi Triton. Does it have what it takes to take on more modern, next-generation pickup trucks in the market today? What's going on, guys? Roy Robles here from Zigwheels.Ph, and join me as we do a quick first look of the Mitsubishi Triton. Now, we've reviewed various versions of the Mitsubishi Strada, and I've always been enamored by its sharp, arrow-like design. This time around with the Mitsubishi Triton, it now has this all-new dynamic shield design that gives it a little bit more aggressive and imposing look, especially when it's on the highway. We got LED DRLs up top and your headlamps on the cheeks on each side of the Mitsubishi Triton. I like this large hood here with a slight hint of a power bulge on top. The lower part of the grille or the front fascia definitely has this aggressive looking lower end right there, and then you also have an under engine cover to protect it against rocks and bumps, because if you want to take this off the beaten path, this definitely can, and well, this definitely is made for that. So yeah, so you got many other features right here in the Mitsubishi Triton that definitely changed from the Mitsubishi Strada. For example, you got this imposing side fenders here. You got them in the front and on the back. You don't need any black plastic cladding because this is as aggressive as it really is. You got 18-inch alloy wheels right here with 265/60 R18 tires. These are all-terrain tires, by the way, and they come straight out of the factory. And for those who are scared about getting pickup trucks but have difficulty with the ingress, you got this huge chunky step board. This, by the way, has 222 millimeters of ground clearance. So in a pinch, this can definitely take you home during small floods, especially during the rainy season. You got this chrome side mirrors right here. By the way, these side mirrors are heated, and they do have this automatic fold function. As soon as you unlock the vehicle, this folds right out, easy peasy. I love how the character lines pinch through from the front fender all the way to the side and then reveals itself again right here in the back. Now, one thing that I note with the new Mitsubishi Triton though, that gone is the J-line on the previous model's Mitsubishi Strada. The J-line actually helps out with giving you some extra space on the interior, but this time, well, we don't see it anymore. It's a straight cut right there. You got this huge gas cap right there. And I appreciate that this one is standard with the GLS model. You got a functional sports bar right here. Unfortunately, you don't have any roof rails, but you got a functional sports bar, and it is made of metal. Going to the back right here, you got your LED tail lamps and the Triton badge. If you have any doubts about what this is, there you go. Just read it out loud, Triton. Now, one thing of note though is that the tailgate is not assisted, so this definitely is a bit heavy. Probably most of the weight of the Mitsubishi Triton can be found right here. I'm kidding, of course, but it gives you access to all this space right here. This actually still is a truck, so you can use this for all your needs, whether you're going hiking, camping, or if you need to use this for your business, no problems. It's got a bed liner straight out of the factory, so if you guys are wondering if it has a bed liner, if you need to install one yourself, Mitsubishi has you covered. You got 4 hooks on each side of the bed. So if you want to make sure that you can have it right there, you can secure all your items in the back. All right, so you got 360-degree camera system, by the way, so it does help out, and I appreciate that even if it's not the top of the line model GLS variant, you still have that safety feature. All right, so basically overall, the look of the Mitsubishi Triton is a little bit imposing. It might take a little bit getting used to if you are used to the sharp arrow-like features of the Mitsubishi Strada. This one here is bigger, larger, more imposing, and more rugged. Let's see if it drives as rugged as it looks. All right, so we're now behind the wheel of the Mitsubishi Triton, and if you notice, it's got different seats, and you hear this weird scraping sound. That's because we are driving the Mitsubishi Triton Rally Art concept model, which is basically the same when in terms of mechanicals. You got the same engine under the hood, you got the same suspension as the Mitsubishi Triton athlete. So we're gonna test out the performance of this model, and I gotta put 2 hands on the wheel right now because this is just quite a banger. You got a 2.4 liter 2-stage turbo diesel engine under the hood that makes 204 horsepower and 470 Newton meters of torque. And I can almost hear you guys saying now, but oh, this model has so much more torque, this model has so much more power. It's not a numbers game, guys. Just because another truck or another car has more numbers next to it doesn't mean that it performs better. This one here, it just puts the power down quite efficiently, and it's mated to an upgraded suspension setup both in the front and the back. It actually feels like you're driving on a cloud. But trust me, this is one rugged and capable truck. I mean, there's a reason why it's won a lot of awards, a lot of trophies, not for its design and mechanicals, but for actual real-world rally racing. And now we can finally drive it on our city streets. I've never thought that I could consider a pickup truck as a family car, but with this power, with this suspension setup, I'm a believer. I'm not usually a truck guy, you guys know that. I always say that in my reviews of pickup trucks, but this one, I think I might be convinced that I can get the pickup truck. So you got this nice steering wheel here. The one in the Triton Rally Yard concept has this suede Alcantara leather to it. But in the normal athlete, you got leather steering wheel. You got the same huge touchscreen infotainment system, which has been improved, by the way. And with that, you got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And I'm just glad that they finally have this high resolution infotainment system, because we're sick and tired of these screens stuck in 2005. This is definitely 2024 through and through. I like the leather upholstery on the dashboard. You got some orange contrast stitching right there. The shifter definitely looks so sure of itself. You can grip on the shifter right here, and it is just confidence inspiring. Again, guys, if you're hearing a lot of that scraping sound, that's because of the mud guards. But the truth is, the NVH levels inside the Mitsubishi Triton is just something else. I mean, the way that Mitsubishi has its fit and finish is really top notch, which, to be honest, isn't really typical of Mitsubishi. But it's as if they put in all their eggs in this basket. They really are very confident in this product right here, and it certainly shows. Again, I want to go back to that suspension, because despite the fact that you've got a powerful 2-stage turbo diesel engine up front, it pulls like nobody's business, and it is quite smooth inside here. I like how everything is laid out in the dashboard. Again, you got a floating touchscreen, you got manual switches here, you got dials everywhere. Plus, the glove box is actually a 2-level glove box. You got one at the bottom and one on top. This is very useful. Now I got a passenger right there in the back. Of course, it's our boy Ash. And according to him, compared to the old Mitsubishi Strada, because of the improved front and rear suspension, it's not as crashy as it was in the previous model. Because this one here, despite going up to speed, despite going through bumps and rattles, and you can hear it in my voice, you can definitely feel like I'm not doing like this out like this and all that. But no, this is definitely smooth. If I had one dig against the interior game of the Mitsubishi Triton, it's those screens. I mean, a lot of car manufacturers nowadays are implementing full digital screens for the gauges, but this one still has those analog gauges right there, which don't get me wrong, is fine. They're very legible, but it doesn't scream 2024. But at least everything is nicely laid out. Everything is very logically placed. I'm just saying, for the money, you could definitely do better. And for the rear passengers, well, you don't get an AC vent, but at least you get 2 USB ports, one of each. You've got a USB-A port, and for you Gen Zers right there, you got USB-C. So if you want to fast charge your phone, you can do so. in the Mitsubishi Triton. You got a complete set of safety features right here. You got adaptive driver assist systems, you got 360-degree cameras, you got adaptive cruise control, parking sensors, multiple airbags, plus this won't definitely be a Mitsubishi without active yaw control. Active yaw control is pretty much an advanced stability control system, which helps with, you know, with basic turning, basic maneuverability right here. But what it does is that it actually actively keeps you within your turning radius right here, because, you know, hashtag rally art. It's made to perform that way, like so. See, even though we're going through these corners aggressively, it's still pretty stable, which is nice. Now, if you're wondering about the price of the Mitsubishi Triton, it starts at 1,134,000 pesos for the entry level with a manual transmission GL variant, and it's a 4x2. Now, as tested, this one right here is the GLS with the 6-speed automatic and 4x2. It starts at 1,582,000 pesos. But if you want the full fat version, everything inside, leather seats, adaptive cruise control, all the goodies, that one starts at 1,909,000 pesos. And at that price point, I think it really slots itself as a competitive option if you're looking for a great looking next generation pickup truck. So that's our quick first look of the Mitsubishi Triton. If you want to find out more, like how does it fare in urban conditions, can you hear the tricycle next to you, and how does it park, and most importantly, fuel economy, you'll just have to wait for our full review in the coming few weeks. So watch out for that. If you want to watch that, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon so you wouldn't miss any of our videos. Thanks so much for watching. This is Roy Robles from Zigwheels.Ph. I will see you guys next time.